Hello, this is Qyalms visiting again from the Grim Wayside, and today I just wanted to take a look at the ClueFrame from iDventure. This is a puzzle frame. You solve the puzzles, and when you open it, then there's a picture inside if you should choose to put one in there. It's really considered more of a gift rather than just like a straightforward puzzle box. Yeah, so let's just pop into this and we'll do a real quick solve and review of it. I have previously solved it, of course. So on this side, you have all the mechanisms that you're going to be manipulating. On this side, the only one you're going to manipulate is this little switch. Once you turn the off to on, you're able to turn that. So there's one trick about this puzzle. Normally when you have a puzzle box, it has a place where you start, and quite often they'll clue you in. It'll say start on it. And every bit of information that you need is already in the puzzle box. You don't need any other information to solve it. And that's been the way with most of the puzzle boxes from like Escapewelt or the other ones, the actual clue boxes from iDventure. But the ClueFrame, since it's considered like, I guess, more of a gift, it comes with a number that you don't know. And so I had a really hard time trying to figure out where I was supposed to get the numbers that you put into these dials up here in order to get the little code that you put into the little switches at the bottom. And I had to break down and go to the website, and apparently you have to tell the person when you give them the puzzle what the code is. The default is 1111. You can change those numbers, but in order to do that, you do have to partially solve the puzzle, or at least you have to remove pieces of this puzzle. This panel comes off, and then the gears in here that have the numbers on them, you can move them. It's two pieces in here. You move just the number portion of it and not the symbol portion of it to whatever numbers you want, 0 through 9. So you do need a number to know the number to start. It's not in the puzzle itself, and it's not in the box. There was no information pamphlets or anything that told me what the number was. I had to go to the website to figure out what I was doing wrong. So once you put in your numbers, let me put them in 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. It gives you the code that they're little symbols, basically. They look like little partial boxes with little dots in them. And so each one will give you a code that goes down here. They are not, this one goes to this one goes to this one, that one goes to this one over here, and that one goes to the bottom right here. And so once you have those, these switches are pretty tight. They're not that easy to move all the time. So even though they're tight, they do move. There's a little ball bearing in there that slips it within the channel. And so you set all of the little switches to their correct directions, which is right, left, right, right. The next thing you do is you have to turn these dials. Right now this is in the solved position. I didn't feel like undoing the solve, so this is, you keep turning them and slipping the point into these little arches until you get this shape, which frees this particular slider to move upwards. So you pull this switch back, you push this one in, and then you let that one go. What that does is it releases this little piece right here, which is a key. So you match this symbol with the lightning bolt on it, and you just drop it into here and then push it there so that it takes up the space where that symbol was, and it releases this little piece right here. So this little piece has a magnet in it. And so you match this up, the little plug goes into the little plug holes. It's a little tricky to get this out once you put it in there. But once you push it down, and you have to have solved these switches in order to be able to push this down. once you push this down, this little window goes from off to on. And that means that you can then turn this switch from off to on. These pieces both come out at that point. And then you can pull off the top. And here's where the picture would be if you had one. There's a clear piece of plexi that you can put your picture under. So, and just one additional thing, this is solved. It's a very short puzzle. It would be kind of a cool gift. I got it as part of the Kickstarter for the Aztec Pyramid puzzle box. And so it was cheaper. On Amazon right now, this is $27. And I don't know if it's worth $27. That feels a little high to me. But the one other thing I'll mention, which is right here, there's supposed to be two pieces in here that are basically stands, and you slip them into either these channels right here if you want to display it vertically, or it goes into some channels on the bottom here if you want to display it horizontally. This was empty when I received it. I have since contacted the company, and the company has assured me that they will be sending me the two pieces that actually fit into this slot, but mine did not have it. I had to actually contact iDventure. They were super cool about it. They were like, send us a picture, even if it's just off their website, of what we were missing. So anyway, so the puzzle is pretty easy to solve, and it's pretty easy to put back together. As like somebody's first puzzle, yeah, I could see where this would be fun. Is this $27 challenging when you can actually get like a much better puzzle for like $30 to $40? The one that's more complex. I would opt for a more complex puzzle and just spend a little bit more. But for someone who just likes to puzzle a little bit, this could be a cute present, especially if you put the picture in. You don't have to solve it to put the picture in. There are directions on the website for how to open it without actually solving any of the puzzles. It requires you to jam some pieces, some little metal pieces, into some holes to release things. This piece, when you reset it, is a little tricky to get out. This piece is not that difficult to remove. So that is the ClueFrame from iDventure. Like I said, pretty simple puzzle, simple solve, not that many steps, but could be fun if it was a gift. It would be better if you got it on a sale, I think. So that's the ClueFrame from iDventure. Okay, so thank you for staying with me for this quick solve and review. Please, if you're feeling generous, subscribe to the channel. We'll be having a lot more puzzle box reviews coming out, a lot more puzzle box solvings. I have a whole bunch, so you can check in the description below and let me know which puzzle box you want to see next. Feel free to leave a comment letting us know what you want to see. Definitely hit that notification bell so that you can see more puzzle solves when they come out. And be sure to like the video if you enjoyed seeing this quick video. Thank you for watching.